Alright, we're back. See what else we got. Miscellaneous Harley parts, it feels like. Heard the rattle in there? That sounds like brake drums, backing plates, foot pedal ends, footboards. What kind of noise those make? I wonder what's actually in here. Good tape, my knife's getting dull again. Alright, what's in this box? Yeah, okay. Well, same type noise, except it's trap door. Instead of a backing plate, it's sportster trap door. It's transmission trap door. So these, you want to look for cracks anywhere along in here, any kind of welds. The shifter areas break, people weld those up too. So any kind of repair work on these, don't buy them. This one's a 54 casting. It's not an A, so it's an early one, so it's made to have the Sportster cam cover on it, where it said Sportster across it, which was your 57 to 69 cover. 70, what do you know, 67 they changed the cover, 66 and earlier. So 57 to 66 cover. So that's what that hole's for right there. The big through bolt that went through. This one's actually drilled, so that means it was actually on one. It was on an XLH or an XL motor. XLCH bikes, they had the tin covers on them on the later ones. The early ones, they still had the same big cover on it. So this one, you got a couple extra parts on here, which is always nice. So there you go. So this is an early 60s cover probably. So definitely nothing newer than mid 60s. But so, oh well. Looks like a good condition one, so I'm good with that. Sportster sprocket cover. The 70s. Got the 71 number right there, casting on it. So they made them cut off like this, and they made them full round. The full round ones are the earlier ones. These ones here are the later ones. This one obviously has no kicker in it. So this is just a cover. So I use these on my race bike. Race bike, you gotta have something over your sprocket and your chain. So you put these on the cover, and then you put a bolt on something off of here that goes all the way back for a chain guard. See how you do these things. So this one here is your, basically it's a 71 through, what year they change these things? Through 76. 77 they put a foot peg right here. And this is all opened up in here. That made room for all our mucky motion on their stupid right side brake and left side shift crap they did. They cut these out to make room for all that junk. Made it easier. But anyway, these are pretty simple things, but hard to make, easy to buy, not too expensive, just buy one. Need some kind of a cover. So like I said, on my race bike over here, we have to have a cover, so that's what we do. Bike's getting a big workout today, or at least the hoist is. See the cover back here? It's just a cover. Boom, done. Just a 77, a later motor, so see it has a big hole there for the 77, but same deal. Covers up the sprocket, chain. You bolt on the top one up on the top, and you got yourself a chain guard. Simple and easy. So that's how you do it. Makes it look a little better. So that's what I use those for. Or if you want to just polish it up, it's fine too. I don't like a lot of polish on or chrome on my bike. See, everything's kind of polished, so it makes it easy to deal with. So you buy these cheap, repolish them. They're just a cover, so they're no real value to them other than just a cover. So there's no reason to have anything more than just like that. So there you go with that. And it looks like we have another trap door in here. I got a whole pile of trap doors in here. Oh, there's crap in here. There's a later one. This is 54A. See, there's no boss on that one. So this one has the boss and it's drilled. This one has no boss. So this is your 70s cover. And then this one here is another early one here. This one's off an XLCH. He has no hole in it. No, it's got the boss, but no hole in it. So this is an XLCH cover. So this would be your early 60s XLCH cover. This is your XLH cover from the 50s, late 50s on. And this is for your 70s. And this is like your electric start motor stuff, which would be 67 later, or definitely your early 70s style cover. So that's your differences. So in the pecking order, they go like that: early, later, late. The other difference in these is how they're made on the bottom down here. They cut them a little bit different. So see how this is cut away more? So when you have your later case, you have to go in there and cut that away to make room for it. If you try to put one of these ones on there, this lip will catch on it. So you have to come in there and trim it. So the big thing about trap doors is they have to fit the case. You got 2 shafts going through that case, and this trap door is machined to that case when they make that case. When you change out this door, then your main shafts do not line up, and they can be twisted, they can be spread apart, they can be front and back, it can be anywhere. You have 2 dowel pins right here that hold the door to the case, and these here must line up with the other side of the case, coming out the other side. You got the counter shaft hole and your main shaft hole, the sprocket comes out. So if these don't line up, you have all kinds of problems with shifting and burning up gears and bearings and nothing but headaches. So you want to make sure you match up your door to your case. The way I do it is I make 2 big plugs that go in the case, dummy shafts. I take all the bearings out, I push in my dummy shaft, it has very little clearance in it, and I lay the door on top of it, and these dowel pin holes here, put there and there, should go right on top of the dowel pins on your case. If they're off a little bit, try a different door. And then when you're all done, then you go in there and make these holes line up, because these ones don't matter, these are just the bolt holes. So if they're off, I don't care. But as long as these 2 line up with these 2 over here, you're golden. And then I put 77 later trap doors on early bikes, and I put early covers on late bikes. If you got to put a late one, you got to put a big notch in here for the shifter. I don't care what year the door is, as long as it fits the bike. The only thing that really matters on these is on this one, you got to have that boss here for drilling that hole on it. And if you don't have that, then that's a little bit of a problem, but you can always put a weld right there and drill a hole anyway. So I can retrofit anything, but that's the key. So all the way from early 84 all the way back to 57, the doors are more or less interchangeable if you do enough work, but the dowel pins and the holes here all line up. So that's the key. We don't care about the other stuff. Alright, so what else we got? Another door in here? Got another door in here. How many doors do I got? We have lots of doors. They must have a door sale. So this is a late door here also, 54A, so that matches up to this one. Another one of those. I'm going to make sure these things have not been welded on or broken. This one looks clean. No issues. Now the bearing holes will get beat out in here a little bit, and then the bearings floats in and out quite a bit. So that gets to become a problem a little bit. That's what they make Loctite for. So yeah, these ones all look pretty good. Damn, I got more and more doors. How many doors did I get? Must have a door sale going on. It's another early one. Now we're running out of doors. There's enough, one more. And that's a 54 one, and that's another drilled one. Another early one. Look at that, I got 2 of each. How'd that happen? 6 doors on one purchase. There you go. I have 100 of these doors at least. Like so when you go to match them up on the case, you want to have the right, you got to have a selection to choose from. So you can't buy just a door and slam it on there and say it works. It doesn't work that way. Alright, well there you go. Got a whole bunch of those. And here's an adapter for a later Sportster. This is the alternator motor. 84. Steel. Thought these were made out of aluminum. So when they had the alternator door, which is mid 84 and later, so it's a half-year deal. This here bolts onto the door, and this is where the alternator bolts on. So this is the part that goes in there. So that's what that is. So I didn't get a late door, but I got the adapter for a late door. So there you go. That goes right on there. Like so, they would have a boss right there. Some holes in it that this would bolt to. So why they didn't cast it into the door, I don't know. Probably because they were still using the old molds. Who knows? So that's what this is for. And whenever you see this on a later door, it's an alternator door. Then you know it's going to be late 84 on up. And that goes up all the way up through 1990 4-speed Evo bike 883 motor. The 1200 in 1990 was a 5-speed train, completely different. So your 86 through 89 were all the same, and 90 only on the small motor had the 4-speed. So that's what this is for. All right, there you go. That's all we got for doors. No more doors. All right.